The morning after the gala, Emma Clarke woke up knowing one thing. If the contract ended today, her mother would die. Not dramatically, not suddenly, quietly, in a clean hospital room filled with polite doctors and apologies that meant nothing. Emma stood by the penthouse window, San Francisco stretching below her like a city that didn't care who survived it. She hadn't slept, not because she was afraid, but because she finally understood the game. Last night wasn't about jealousy. It wasn't about love. It was about control. And Vanessa Hartford never lost control. Emma's phone vibrated softly against the marble counter. A message from Marcus. She requested a private meeting. Alexander agreed. 9 a.m. Emma stared at the screen. Vanessa had moved fast. Of course she had. Vanessa didn't scream. She didn't threaten. She didn't fight in public. She destroyed people politely. Emma closed her eyes and inhaled slowly. Your mother is alive because of this. Your mother is alive because you agreed to be used. The thought steadied her and cut her at the same time. She straightened, smoothing the sleeve of the silk robe Marcus had sent that morning. Expensive, soft, comfortable enough to make captivity feel like luxury. She wasn't fooled anymore. Alexander Stone sat across from Vanessa Hartford in a private glass conference room overlooking the bay. Steel, glass, money, neutral ground. Vanessa smiled like she'd already won. You look tired, she said lightly. She kept you up. Alexander didn't return the smile. Say what you came to say. Vanessa leaned back, crossing her legs with elegant ease. She doesn't belong here, Alexander, and you know it. He stayed silent, so she continued. I have proof, Vanessa said calmly. The contract, the payments, the timeline. She tilted her head slightly. One leak, and the narrative writes itself. Billionaire buys wife. Charity gala exposed as a lie. Reputation collapses quietly. I'm not asking you to choose me, Vanessa added smoothly. I'm offering you a way out. Alexander looked out the window. Vanessa watched him carefully. She mistook his silence for agreement. Emma sat across from Marcus in the quiet dining room of the penthouse. The city moved outside. Time did not. She's framing you as a liability, Marcus said softly. A mistake he needs to correct. Emma nodded once. And my mother? Marcus hesitated. That was answer enough. So if he chooses reputation, Emma said quietly, I'll lose everything. Yes. Emma was silent for a long moment. Then she said something Marcus didn't expect. Good. Marcus blinked. Good. Emma lifted her eyes. Because now I know exactly what she thinks I am. A pause. And people who underestimate me always talk too much. Marcus leaned in slightly. There's a clause in the contract, he said. One Vanessa didn't read. Emma's eyes sharpened. If exposed publicly, Marcus continued, the contract protects you, not Alexander. Emma leaned back slowly. For the first time that morning, she smiled. The event wasn't announced as a press conference. It was framed as a charitable update. Cameras, donors, board members, polite applause. Alexander stood at the podium, impeccable, controlled, trusted simply because he looked like power should. Emma stood just behind him, quiet, composed, watching everything. Vanessa sat in the front row, smiling. Alexander began speaking about transparency and trust. Vanessa stood before he could finish. Perhaps now is the right time, she said gently, to clarify certain misunderstandings. The room stirred. Vanessa turned toward the audience. There's been speculation about this marriage, she continued. I believe honesty matters. Every eye slid to Emma. Vanessa smiled, and that was her mistake. Emma stepped forward. Not rushed, not angry, steady. If we're being honest, Emma said calmly, then we should tell the whole story. Vanessa's smile froze. Yes, Emma continued. Our marriage began as a contract. Gasps rippled through the room. But what Ms. Hartford failed to mention, Emma said, turning to her, is why it existed. She didn't raise her voice. You orchestrated a relationship between Alexander and your own future brother-in-law, Emma said, and when that failed, you tried to rewrite the narrative. Vanessa snapped. This is inappropriate. Emma didn't flinch. Is it, she asked, or is it just inconvenient? A screen lit up behind them. Emails, timelines, proof. Vanessa's manipulation, quiet, undeniable. Alexander turned slowly toward Vanessa. He didn't look angry. He looked disappointed. Vanessa gathered her things. This isn't over, she said coldly. Emma met her gaze. No, she replied softly. It isn't. Vanessa walked out, not ruined, exposed. And in her world that was worse. That evening, the penthouse was silent. Alexander stood by the window. You didn't have to do that, he said. Yes, Emma replied. I did. You could stay, he said. The contract doesn't matter anymore. Emma studied him. And what would I be staying for? He hesitated. I want you, Alexander said finally. Emma nodded slowly. I believe you. That surprised him. But wanting someone isn't the same as respecting them, she continued. And I can't teach you that. If you walk away, he said quietly, I'll lose you. Emma met his eyes. You already did. Emma packed without drama. Marcus waited by the door. She's safe, he told her. Your mother. Emma closed her eyes in relief. Alexander stood behind her. Stay, he said once more. Emma shook her head gently. Some contracts save lives, she said. Others take them. She walked past him. This time, he didn't stop her. The elevator doors slid shut. Alexander stood alone in a penthouse full of everything he owned, and nothing he could keep. She won the contract, and lost a man who learned too late how to love her. Some stories don't end, they stay with you. If this one did, let others find it too. Like, share, and subscribe to Velvet Desire Stories, where love, power, and consequences never fade.